Dr. for that appointment and for honoring what he promised during the campaigns. Thirdly, I would like to thank the organizers, Madam Marshall, your team, for making this look the way it looks today. I've also been around in several of these functions, but I must admit that this is very well organized. It deserves a standing ovation as a national event. We are very happy and very proud as Bungoma to host this year's National AIDS Day. Bungoma is strategically located because we are on transit, and that's why the numbers have been going up. And that we just come here as a wake-up call to see what we can do to address this problem. I remember last time when I was a governor, I challenged the people that we do a public testing of HIV. When I looked behind, the line was not there, but I disappeared. I was the only one. I want to encourage you that it's important to know your status. Because when you know your status, if you are positive, you will not infect others. If you are positive, you will be more careful in the way you operate. So I want to encourage all those who are here that after this you can go and check. No, it's very complicated. These days it takes very few minutes. The first time I checked, 15 minutes were like 3 hours. Because if you are sure you are not sure until the results showed negativity. But I want to say to one of the problems that has contributed to that is because of being on the highway with truck drivers, especially on the northern corridor. The main black flash points other than Kangui and Bukembe include Mariakani, Mlolongo, Salga, and Malaba. So we're not saying that they are positive, but you see the chances of transmission are very high because they are on transit. So we want just to be very careful and want to do everything possible to ensure that we don't get infected or get affected. I know we have been affected in one way or another. But we want to encourage everyone to know their status, like I've said, because HIV/AIDS is not a death sentence the way you've seen. You can live with it if you are diagnosed early enough, you can be able to live longer. We were going around with CS and we came across a very well packaged condoms. And we said, if people think out of the box and package it that way, people will be encouraged to buy it. Because what happens when people go to the supermarket, they feel shy. They say that package you keep on. So people are people feel shy. And I think when they package them well, I think the uptake will be high and you'll be protected. So if you can't prevent yourself, make sure that you protect yourself. And I think we have come to accept that we are all stakeholders. I know when HIV first came, we were in denial. And we spent a lot of time arguing and saying, is it there or is it not there? And I asked myself the question, when a snake attacks you, do you first of all, what do you do first? Do you kill it or you start asking whether it's red, blue, or yellow and where it has come from? I think the first thing is to kill it, then you can now get into the narrative conversation of where it has come from. Yes. So I think we are now there. We now want to encourage everyone to know the status that our youth must restrain themselves to discouraging the sponsor mentality. And then we are committed as a county to seek greater partnership with other stakeholders to make sure that we also confront the challenges that we have with HIV and AIDS. Omanyala, I want to thank you and I want to assure you that I already have thanked you so much. We feel proud of you. And if you go to Mount Eldo on a place called Chemonge, I'm putting up a high altitude training center for sports, for athletes, because I knew that people like Omanyala will come they come from here and we'll have more of them coming to visit us. Because I know we have been sitting here for a long time, we also want to assure you that we are doing empowerment programs, women empowerment, youth empowerment, because one of the challenges that we face is poverty. Poverty has contributed a lot to these problems that we are facing today. The high incidence of incest, the high chances of early pregnancy, and all this is attributed to to poverty. I worked in some parts of this country. And when we told people, they said HIV was the same amount as just condom. You get me? At the moment, I'm going to go. And HIV clear is very, very difficult. So we need to change our attitude. You don't need a budget to change your attitude. We just need to change our attitude towards some of these things, and I'm sure that we will confront this challenge together. And I think we also shifted, Madam CS, we also shifted. When COVID came, I think we focused too much on COVID-19 and forgot about HIV. No wonder there is now a rise. So we need to go back and really focus on all these other diseases that we have as a country, so that we are able to move forward. But COVID was an equalizer. I want to agree even as a county, what we want to do is primary health care. We really want to focus on the rural facilities, because that is where most of our people are. We want to equip them, we want to equip our dispensaries, so that when you go there, you can get the treatment that you can get from, say, Bungoma Regional Hospital. That we are doing, and we are giving a lot of money to our health facilities. I don't want to take a lot of time, because I know you have a long way to go. I want to thank the Vice Chancellor and the students, the comrades who are here, for hosting us. You are now our pride. Anytime we have wanted to hold a national event, you have been very receptive. And you have also had very disciplined comrades. I want to thank you, and when I've settled in properly, I'll come to this tree properly. And you know what I mean. Those of you tell me I'm very magnanimous, and when I come, you will stay well that day. So kwa makofi nataka tutayarishe, tumkaribishe waziri wetu, na I'm sure hii ndio safari yake ya kwanza kwa hafla hii ya World AIDS Day, aje azungumze nasi. Weka makofi moja. Tena. 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 Funga, fungua, asante sana.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, Governor Bungoma County, Governor Ken Lusaka, County Commissioner, National Government officials present, County Government officials present, partners, communities of people living with HIV, Kibabii University fraternity, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is an honor indeed to join you today as we commemorate this year's World AIDS Day. I thank you all for the time you have taken from your busy schedules to join and lead us in observing this day. And from Munwa and Governor, I did not expect such a large gathering. I thought it would be very few of us. This day allows us to reflect on our accomplishments, examine our gaps, and grow our resolve to end AIDS as a public health threat in Kenya. Your presence here reflects your continued support and commitment to ending this epidemic. In more than 3 decades, our collective efforts have restored dignity and hope to people living with HIV and affected families. We also know that along this journey, we have lost more than 2 million Kenyans, men, women, and children to AIDS-related deaths. Ladies and gentlemen, our investments in the HIV response have yielded impressive results. People are more knowledgeable about the disease, with many of them adopting protective behavior and practices. And we have seen it here when those living with the disease were able to stand before all of us. Yeah. We have also increased the use of scientific technologies and tools and empowered communities to access HIV services. The initial sense of powerlessness that acquiring HIV would undoubtedly lead to untimely death, experienced 38 years ago, has been replaced by a movement of strong actors, including the communities of people living with HIV represented here today. Working together in our HIV response, yielded a 58% decline in annual AIDS-related deaths from 52,964 in 2010 to 22,373 in 2021. This encouraging performance reflects a five-fold increase in the number of people living with HIV on life-saving antiretroviral treatment from about 250,000 in 2010 to 1.12 million in 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, even as we celebrate the progress we have made, we remain alert that this battle is not over. HIV cases increased by 7.5% in 2021. That is not a good thing, my fellow countrymen. While women and girls continue to bear the brunt of the new HIV infections, the treatment outcomes for men and boys remain poor. This is not good news. And I can tell it is the truth because I know the men, they have to be reminded to do many things, even showering, Governor. Therefore, for the women who live with men, please remind them to take their ARVs. We are also faced with the challenge of stemming new HIV infections among adolescents and young people aged 15 to 24 years. These infections are primarily driven by the layered challenge of adolescent pregnancies and sexual and gender-based violence, now dubbed the triple threat. And our athlete has given us a solution that I believe doesn't need a very big budget. For us, kutengenezea wamama wetu uniform, sidhani ni bei kali kushinda zile nguo zingine wanavaa. I think it will be very easy. These overlapping challenges of new HIV infections, pregnancies, and sexual and gender-based violence among our children negate the gains we make in the health and education sector. They are not only disruptive to an individual, but the whole society. Child motherhood has long-lasting, severe health consequences for the girls. The government is committed to realizing the right to health through universal health coverage systems. We know that more than half of the 1.4 million people living with HIV are older adults who are also vulnerable to non-communicable diseases, including cancers. A new HIV infection today affects both the individual and the society at large. We will invest in primary healthcare model that promotes cost-effective preventive and curative care. We are committed to safeguarding the gains realized through donor support in HIV, TB, malaria, family planning, immunization, and nutrition programs. These programs have over the years relied on bilateral and multilateral donations arranged to finance essential commodities. This external funding has in recent years declined. To address these gaps, we have prioritized commodity security, including through the scale-up, competitive local manufacturing. We will leverage on digital solutions to enhance our prevention and treatment programs. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya recently joined other member states in a global alliance to end AIDS among children and adolescents. While HIV is no longer a death sentence, prevention of the disease remains the best viable option. We must invest in our response to eliminate mother-child transmission of HIV. Kenya now should join countries such as Botswana, who were recently revalidated by the World Health Organization for having eliminated mother-to-child transmission of HIV. This milestone will only be possible if we cooperate as citizens, scientists, government, and other stakeholders. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I reiterate our commitment to end the AIDS pandemic by providing the highest standard of health to all Kenyans. I appreciate all stakeholders, including donors who have supported the HIV response in Kenya over the years. You have indeed played a critical role in averting new infections and AIDS-related deaths. the government, through my ministry, the county governments, and other partners, will continue working with stakeholders to realize the vision of an end to AIDS. I want to take this opportunity to also wish you very, very happy festive season ahead. Watu wa Bungoma muko? Bandu be Bungoma mulembe? Mulibalamu? Mulembe swa? Mulembe mia? Mulembe te? Mulimoyo? Asante sana. Ningependa kuwaletea salamu kutoka kwa rais wetu Daktari William Samoei Ruto. Mmezipokea? Pili, ningependa kuleta salamu kutoka kwa baba wa Roma, Speaker wa National Assembly, Moses Masika Wetangula. Mmepokea? Pia ningependa kuleta salamu kutoka kwa wabunge wenu wote, vile niliwaeleza naja huku, wakanipatia kikapu cha salamu niwaletee. Mmepokea? Bandu befwe, simo mwami, wanamita ajalake befwe, waba bandu, anga waziri wa afya. Asa angarije. Gavana, bari ingira sebolero kenda tawe. Wadele saenye hale hunde beino, alikira mwamba goma kuvuta kwake. Usaba gavana, kukole nena wekasi. Mara, lukendo luno, angabola abwene kuilebuha, on matters health, abe mkoma mliambwene. And that will only be possible if we work together. Yesterday, I met the Council of Governors, the Health Committee, and we agreed that we are not going to address each other in the media. As the ministry, we are going to collaborate. You have your distinct function as the county government of Bungoma, and we also have our function as the National Ministry of Health. But the people we serve are the men and women sitting in this place. Our clients, both for you, the county government, and my ministry, ni hawa wa Kenya. Kwa hivyo lazima tufanye kazi pamoja na tuwahudumie. Si namna hiyo? Comrades, muko? Muko? There could never have been a better time to bring such a function in this institution. As you have seen from the figures that have been projected, the age group that is most affected with the new infections is 15 to 29 years. And girls and boys, let me tell you, the cost of P2 is much more than the cost of a condom. And in fact, you can never get P2 for free, but you can get a condom for free. Therefore, as the young population, you have a choice. And to assist the government and the citizens of Kenya in managing this pandemic. Tumeelewana, comrades? Kwa hivyo, pamoja na Vice Chancellor tutahakikisha condoms zimewekwa kila station huku kwa university and other learning institutions. Si namna hiyo? Ndio tuweze kuwa tunajikinga na tunakinga wengine. Lakini mimi kama mama Mkristo, if you can abstain, the better for you. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
Asante sana waziri. Tupigie waziri makofi. Moja, mbili, tatu, fungua. I request the rest of us to be seated as I invite the governor also on stage. The DG, the deputy governor, kindly. Chair National Aids, and also Daktari Andrew Mulwa. The University's Chancellor, kindly. Can I have the students, representatives, who are coming to receive on behalf of the other friends? We have some presentations and we have some handing over. The first item to be handed over will be the sanitary pads from SEPAs to the chief guest, and then from chief guest to these young girls who are representing others. And now the governor will hand over. It's already been handed to the governor. Now the governor to the girls. Tuwapigie makofi. This is just symbolic na ujue kwamba zimeletwa kwa wingi. Wasichana wote wa shule zetu za upili, wasichana wa Bungoma County watazipeleka na zitapelekwa na zinapeanwa kwa sababu ni zawadi kemkem kutoka kwa wafadhili wetu pamoja na washikadau. Basi tusimame kwa line vizuri, tuonekane kwa picha kwa niaba ya wasichana wengine wote. Tuwapigie makofi tena wanapotoka. Asante wasichana wanaposhuka. We have another item to be presented. It will be the handing over of food. And then tuwapigie makofi. Mheshimiwa anapokea, Mheshimiwa waziri wetu amepokea vifaa na vyakula na vimepeanwa kwa gavana, na sasa gavana anapeana kwa kaunti. Wapi vijana hao wapokee? Tupokee vifurushi vya chakula, na those are just symbolic, na ukiangalia pale nje vyakula vimeletwa na viko kwa wingi, zimejaa kwa lori. Kwa hivyo vijana mshike kwa mkono tupige picha. Sawa. Tuonyeshe mbele mcha ishara. Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali. Asante sana. Shukrani. Now we are coming to the launch. There's a program to be launched, and before it is launched, the government. Now we are prepared to launch the reports of World AIDS Day 2022, which our chief guest is going to launch now. It is going, the rest are going to appear on the screens, but we have a sample of the books with us. And now the governor is going to invite our chief guest to launch the report of World AIDS Day 2022.
It's now my great pleasure and honor to invite our chief guest to launch the World AIDS Day 2022 report.
I now declare the World AIDS Day 2022 officially launched.
Tupige makofi tafadhali. Asante sana. Tupige makofi. Tupige makofi. Report hiyo inapeanwa World AIDS Day 2022 hapa katika kaunti ya Bungoma. tuonyeshe ripoti hiyo kwa wapiga picha pamoja na media houses. Tuonyeshe ripoti hiyo. Let's move and we show the report. It has been done. It is done now. Now we can have the report back. We are going to give you, as you'll be leaving, before we cut the cake, as we continue to prepare the cake, the governor is going to launch the Equalize program for the Bungoma County.
Okay, it's now my pleasure, and I now declare this year's what is the Equalize program for Bungoma County officially launched.
And there for the photo once again for the Bungoma County. Asante sana. Sasa tunataka kukata keki. This is being the climax of the program. We are now going to cut the cake. Wakati keki inakatwa, DJ mama. Mama, wimbo mama. Aya, tupatie wimbo.
I would want to invite the community of people living with HIV, the representatives, if you could join in as we cut the cake, as we celebrate World AIDS Day 2022, and we thank God for this far. We thank you, our chief guests, and the governor. Thank you so much for being part of this process. Na tunasema tusawazishe. So World AIDS Day 2022, sawazisha. World AIDS Day 2022, sawazisha. And we know tutasawazisha mpaka resources, tutasawazisha kufikia every other person, even the marginalized, as we go by. Thank you so much. The second person is Patricia. Patricia fought very hard for this grassroots today. She has been going to hospital in justice. Because of her, there is this country. Because of her, we will keep her in our doors. She's one of the people you must watch out for when things are not going right. I think we have then we have Rose here. Rose is also our champion. She has been HIV for more than 30 years, but she undertakes community work. We have the chair of National Empowerment of People with HIV, and as he spoke, he also is a key champion. We have Mudoni. Mudoni represents the people with HIV of Bungoma County, and she is treasurer, sorry. Okay, I think the governor, please share the cake.
Kanga, Lenton, Chame Awase.
Then we have Davis. You're privileged to give the son of Joe, our new champion. He has been a champion after his father and before, and of course other community members.
Thank you very much.
Kibabii County.
Thank you.
Lazima shemeji achungwe.
Thank you very much as well. Thank you.
And now this is Bungoma County.
Thank you. Let us all step down. Let's step down. Thank you. Let us step down, all of us. Thank you very much, Excellency. We may step down. Thank you. Please remove the cake for the conversation.
Sorry. Our young people will give the guests a piece of cake. And the representative is Shiko.
Thank you very much. I'm requesting His Excellency, the CS and the DG to remain on stage as we do a photo session. Can you please remove the order list for the cake kindly and remove this podium for the photo session? Move the podium. Move the podium. Then we have to remove the cake protocol. Thank you. You CS and our governor, and I was to have a moment of recognition. And the first one is the CS, His Excellency, the DG, the Vice